away we go. So here we are in the Pacific Ocean, on board the Minerva. Okay, and here's Lowen. And he's forwarded the Federation's anti-Gekko State plans to Talia and Arthur, true to his word, so he's not a bad dude. Just scared of women, apparently. Arthur is surprised to see that an entire squad has been created to go after the Gekko State. Howdy, Unsure, how you doing? And he wouldn't have expected the Gekko State to warrant this sort of thing. But Talia thinks it's the Gekko State's connection with the Summer of Love that we've been studying, and the people in charge want to know more about that. Unfortunately, information regarding the anti-Gekko State squad and its plans were under a lot of security, so Lowen could only get a little bit of it. Their goals, their goals might be connected to the possibility of another Summer of Love, but Lowen can't stay for sure. Like he texted like leave, and but it doesn't fucking matter. Like it's Lowen but with the umlauts, but it's German for lion is the point. Yeah, you can't say for sure because a lot of info regarding the Trappars and the former Promised Land have never been officially released. Either way, the anti-Gekko State squad's code name is Ageha. Let's see where he's gonna say about that. Yeah, Ageha. Ajeha. That's more Ajeha. Alright, Ajeha. And they're led by Dewey Novak. And for now, Lowen's done what he can to give us the Gekko State's current location, and he tells us to stay safe. And Talia thanks him for all the help and tells Arthur to set course and get us going right away. Arthur's just like, Roger, I'm arm. How you doing on the show? You having a good time? Then on board the Gekko Go, Renton in his head is talking to his sister and telling her it's been a while since he first joined the Gekko State, and during that he's come to realise that this group is a lot more complicated than he expected. He thought they were just going to be cool surfer people, and yeah. But he's still been treated like the new kid on the block, and he's still having to camp out in the hangar. He still hasn't been given a bedroom. And then Jobs comes over, and and they ask Renton to help out with their current work. And then Renton internally is telling his sister that Jobs and are respectively hardware and software mechanics. And he's been driven hard, but he figures working as a mechanic with these two ain't so bad. Damn, what you got for dinner, is it good? But his train of thought is derailed. When he trips over a rope and falls face first on the ground. And that's Eureka's kids have done that. And they waste no time in making fun of the puker. And it's like, what? No, just fuck off. And then his Link, he's like, Mama, the puker's being mean. So Eureka comes like, what's wrong, Renton? And he's like, oh, nothing, don't worry about it, here's nothing. Eureka. But back to his monologue. He tells his child these devilish kids have been turning his life into a mess. Eureka found them somewhere and took them in, and they eventually started thinking of her as their mother. And they all act hella hostile as far as Renton's concerned, but he understands that they're just jealous of him trying to get closer to Eureka. And as he mumbles, Mater here turns to Eureka and asks which she likes best, a man who pukes or a man that doesn't. And Renton's like, oh jeez. But they mostly just make fun of everything Renton's ever done that they know about. And Link is like, I bet Eureka would be better off with someone who didn't stink of puke. And she's like, yes, I think you're right, I think that would be better. And then Renton's like, oh, I'm just not used to riding in an LFO, and your time with the cutback and stuff are different to mine, so I can't quite match your pace. And then Maida here is like, doesn't that mean you're not compatible with our mama then? And then Eureka's like, I hadn't thought of that. And then Maida's like, I just call it like I see it. If he was right for you, you wouldn't be puking there, would he? And then Eureka's like, I think you might be right. And then Renton's like, I didn't puke because of compatibility or whatever. I'm new to LFO riding thing, and everyone's got their own time, so it's not easy to move in sync with them. Maurice, and then says that that's just him having poor compatibility. And it's like, and Maida's like, come on, Mama, let's go. Otherwise, you'll turn into a puker like this one if you stay around there too long. So, off they go. And Renton's just a little bit wobbly. He's like, dang it. And then Jobs come back and he's like, isn't there something you should be doing? And his was as well. And he's like, wow, you take our eyes off you for 1 second and you find a way to get injured. Nice work. But Jobs says Renton to get patched up. And then Renton is like, oh, I'm losing everyone's trust. My life's garbage. Boo. Boo. In the infirmary, here's Misha, the doctor, on board the Gekko Go. And she's just finished treating his bruises, and she's like, I still don't understand how you got injured doing simple maintenance work. And then Renton in turn is like, this is Misha, she's the Gekko's physician. And he thinks there might be something wrong with Eureka, because he sees her examined by the doctor a lot. Turning down the mic a bit. I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. I'm glad you told me, because I got a friggin' new headset, because my old one broke. So let me crack open the thing. Yeah, he wanted Adventure in Hot Babes, and instead he just got beaten up by children. How's that? How's that? I've turned it down to 80%. Howdy, the fam, how you doing? And then, then Misha presses, she's like, I'm glad that you came aboard the Gekko, and he's like, but, eh? And she says that Eureka's slowly been changing for the better ever since he did show up. He's like, what does that mean? But with that in mind, Renton then says, is there anything wrong with Eureka? And Misha says she's not sick, but she also can't say that she's fully well. And either way, she's counting on Renton, not saying what for, and tells him to rest here a bit while she goes to get something to eat. So off she goes. And then Renton, out loud this time, doing the sister diary thing, says that there's someone in the ship that approves of him. It says that, and Misha and Eureka are friends, so maybe she'll play Cupid for me. But there's those dang kids, and they're the biggest obstacle. Oh, what am I gonna do? And then he's like, who was it said that first love is bittersweet? That's a lie, it's just bitter. And then Tallow is here, and she's like, "Oh, is this a challenge that God gave me for falling in love with an angel?" The bit of fluff that floats away when I chase after it weighs heavily upon my heart. Tallow, you were here? Just on the other side of the curtain, so little boy's love struck, eh? Wait! Poor Renton. Poor Renton. Deserves every second of it. And then at the onboard shop, Renton's like, please, Tallow, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what you heard. And she's just not listening and mostly just having a huge laugh about Renton's drama. And then Renton's like, are you gonna tell everybody about my fleeting romance? Or are you just gonna have a laugh about it while drinking at night? And she's just laughing. He's like, I'll do anything you want, just if you don't tell anybody. Yeah, she's like, hoo, 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 hoo. But then that gets her attention. And then she says, anything? I have to think about what I'll ask of you, but sure. Off she goes. And then Renton's like, ah, dang it, I can't believe the gorgeous helmswoman, even more beautiful in person than in the swimsuit edition of Ray Out. It's also an over-the-top hard-drinking prankster. Wish she didn't have this much doubt on me even more, though. Fucking Renton. And then Gonzi comes over and offers Renton some tea. And Renton's like, yeah! He's like, tea? And then Renton shifts back to his monologue and goes, here's just another incomprehensible man. Whatever will become of me. Shut the fuck up, Renton. Pile of shit. And this is chapter 16, Intersecting Resolves. So, here's Holland. He's surprised to be informed that there's a group waiting ahead. And Hap thinks they must be intercepting, or it would be a pretty big coincidence to be right in the path. How you doing, something cool? Here's Kengo. Kengo wonders if it's the Feds or Zaft. And Tallow asks Holland what they do, because less than 5 minutes and we'll be there. Holland says they're already riding the Ray line, or Ley line, I mean whatever you want. But I think they're Ray line because of Ray Out. So they can't alter course easily. Only option is to bust through. Holland's going to be launching with Matthew and Hilda, but he's going to keep Eureka on standby. And Tallow's like, "Oh, you're always so kind to Eureka," and he's like, "Shut it." So they'll deploy. And the kids are all watching like, is Mama not going to fight too? And she says how her orders are to stay on standby with the nerve ash, and that's what she's going to do. Renton suggests that the kids go back to their room because it could be dangerous to stay in the hangar. But then Maida just is like, hey Puka, stop trying to act all important. And then it's like, dang it, it's goddamn kid. I hate him. Eureka asks if Renton's alright, because he looks a bit pale even before they've launched. And he's like, I think it might have something to do with the tea that Gonzi gave me. But either way, it's us. No bad dudes, just us. So he's like, freaking Zaft. Torres confirms that it's the Gekko State and tells Bright that the Freedom's being kept on standby behind, on lookout. And he was like, looks like Lowen's info was right. And Bright asks her if we should deploy, and she says, hold off on that because it could be seen as a threat. She'd rather try talking to the idiots first. Gidget has received the signal, and Ken goes like, oh, they've got more manners than the Feds, so you just start shooting at us right away. And Hap knows that we've helped them before, so we should at least listen. Holland makes the face. Renton says that we're not the bad guys, especially after what happened in Belforest, but Holland just tells the brat to shut up. And he's well aware that the ZAF group has helped him before, but he still doesn't like us. And he says he doesn't know why, but the fact is all the best waves shop in areas with thin rivalry zones, and ZAF always come into those areas and start shooting. And despite his frustration, Holland isn't a hoodlum, so he's not going to start a fight without reason. Meanwhile, Maylin says there's still no answer, but Talia hopes that the Gekko State will be willing to listen to what we have to say, but it's not looking good. And the fucking kid's like, if we can take those dudes out, then Mama won't be in danger. So, they just start pressing buttons and activate a missile launcher. The bridge crew are like, one of the missile reactors, where's it's come from? The hangar, what the heck? And Talo tells Kengo to cut the hangar's control, but unfortunately, out of time. Itchy neck. Attack lands in, Sprite's like they're going to try and force their way through, so no other choice. All units deploy. And then Holland's like, well, only one thing left to do then. So he shoots out Eureka. And Renan's like, we were supposed to stay on standby. She's like, well, it was my kids that fired the missiles and I got to take responsibility. Okay, so Holland didn't want to send out Eureka, but he's got to ask for her help anyway. Setsuko recognises the Novash and wonders if Renton's aboard. And then Toby asks Setsuko who the heck that is. She says, just a friend. Camille doesn't like the idea of fighting against people who until now he's fought alongside. And Quattro tells everyone to be careful because the LFOs have a big advantage in this region. And Julie confirms, saying that the area has dense trappers, so it'll be even harder to keep up with their, their maneuvers. Our goal is just to stop them, so Toka confirms, saying he won't cause any damage that could shoot down their units. And then he's like, easier said than done, dude. They're actually like really good. Shin asks if he's like, AG, don't you have any confidence in your abilities? And he's like, yo, Zaf's red coat, don't underestimate the Grand Knights. But either way, the Gekko State's coming over, and Horan wants to give Zaf the taste of their lifting. And he's a jerk, and Renton's like, sorry Setsuko, I hope you don't get hurt in all this. Brr. And the mission is get the Gekko Go to less than 10% health, and we lose if any of these idiots get shot down, because that's how it goes. So let's finally get some gameplay going, shall we? Unfortunately, they're all like good. Got the Rakoas in the Methus. What a pile of shit. Itchy face. I'm itchy all over, it sucks. No, we're just gonna defend actually. Holy huge piece of shit. If you just answered the phone. No, at least you haven't missed nothing. All we've had is Renton going, duh, the kids keep messing with me. And I love Eureka, and then Tallow going, oh ho ho, and teasing him. And then we phoned them up, we got him, like, hey, let's try talking to them. And they didn't answer. And then the kids the kids shot a missile because they're shitheads. And so now it's devolved into a big fight as a misunderstanding. If Holland had literally just picked up the phone, even after the missile, and gone, sorry, that was actually for real an accident. How are you doing, right? I guess you having a good one? I've got this new friggin' headset. And it's weird as heck. So here's Renton taking right. Eureka, try not to take the cockpit or the engine compartment. Why? Because didn't they help us in Belforest and at the Point of Commerce? But they're enemies now, and if they're enemies, I must defeat them. Eureka, you're...
動きはこっちの方が早い。
Yeah, the cable went in it, so unless I held the cable at just the right angle, audio only came out in the right headphone, and that's really irritating. So I have to get a new one, and it's ever so slightly worse, in my opinion. But I think it's just when I'm not used to like its level of noise cancelling, it's ever so slightly different. Well, I mean, sure. The dog sitting went good. Let me get the pictures. That stupid idiot. That's not the idiot. That's not the idiot. That's the idiot. Nah, that's the stupid idiot. Cannot abide me wearing a sock. It doesn't have the constant hiss either. My other headset had like a constant white noise. Yeah, I mean, she double imaged that. And I finished the Jigen's legs. I've got all the hands ready to go, but now I've got to unplug the thing and plug it back in again because it's gone all fucked because I loaded up pictures of the idiot. Yeah, that's Chester. He loves Triple X. It's his favourite movie. Whenever it gets to the bit where Vin Diesel rolls down the hill, you'll always watch it every time. center formation. It's a poly though, right? Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. It's pretty tough. So we've got to get it to 1200, I guess. Oh my god, all the double imaging forever. When
ビビってないでちゃんとレーダー見てなさい
fucking radar.
ここでお一人願いましょう
Renton for me is at his best when he's being a goofy idiot.
ぶち込んでやるわ
But then he does it like forever, and you just want him to fucking stop. And then he's a magic baby. But at least it's not the one where it's just all fucked for no reason. Like the one in Z2. But also Quattro just cut a missile out of the sky. It's fucking incredible. Okay, so just currently at like 55-60% successful double imaging. What's wrong? The best fight you're gonna put up? Meanwhile, this dude gets plus 40% sword cut. Still didn't do it. Ridiculous. Okay, well, I gotta move up. Emma and Roberto. No, they don't have full upgrade bonuses in this game. In this game, they just have a bonus when they're the squad leader, and his is plus 40% sword cut chance. But in Z2, his full upgrade bonus is always sword cut, and you're just like, nope, invincible to anything you can do that to. Chill out, Hap. Remember when Hap's fucking torturing Psycho in the other Yuka 7? Fucked up when you think about it. Okay, we need to do like 1500? 1500 damage will do it. Yeah, goddamn Patrick.
そこの前動くなよ
Every time. Ruin the entire runs.
このままじゃ落ちる
お気にな
Howdy Randomly, how you doing?
距離があったって
They're all fuckers in Z2, because it's like, oh, I remember in the original they were all not so bad. Well, now they're all shitheads. All of them. To the max. Fuck them. Oh, he can't do anything close movement. She can do that. I actually straight up need like 200 damage. So about this idiot in the front. Really annoyed at how this has ended up. I definitely don't want to do that. Alright, we'll give this a go then. Yeah, Toby showed up at the end of the last stage. And then, goddamn... Yeah, no, failed miserably. And then, and then Askim showed up. And then we beat up all the aliens. It's not that we're too strong, it's that I should have done the full attack with these guys instead of only the lead unit, and same with these guys, because everybody else was fine. It's just that these guys are equal in size, so they did their actual listed damage number or closer to it compared to everybody else, so it was mostly my error there in not attacking with everybody in those two squads, because I thought they were going to do more damage than they were. How you doing, Radagast and Minzard? Yeah, and Brain Powered is it's a wild ride for sure. Don't shoot the engines, why? Because they're our friends, yeah, but they're enemies now, and I must defeat the enemy. Yeah, Toby came back, all the crews got together briefly, and then split up.
断は禁物ということか。もらった。
We fought some fallen angels. We beat up the Geizok. This fucking... So, she dodged that attack last time as well. Here's a play with mirror image because of lift technique. All the Eureka 7 pilots get extra accuracy and evasion and double image. So that fucking happens. They have new type but slightly less accuracy and evasion but double image. And I think it gets to 40% activation at max level, like at level 9. And if it didn't have double image, it'd just be fucking garbage. Because it's made out of paper and its defensive spell is focus. And it's double large. Like, oh, good, it dodges things. Brilliant. Too bad it's too big to dodge things all the time. At least Quattro cut the goddamn missile down again, like a good boy. Ooh, he's a good boy. Yeah, the Novash is insane because you can't hit it. It's got the friggin' 7 swell. And Eureka has focus and SP regen, so it costs 5 a turn to be invincible. No random encounters, ships are really good! They're just garbage in an OG. And the Ptolemy in Z2 just because it doesn't do anything. Fuck you. Okay, but we're getting there. Okay, he did like 2,000 before. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna not attack with him, and we'll hope for the best on this one. Yeah, in J, the best unit was the truck. It was the goddamn Nadesco. That was partly because it's incredibly powerful, and also because of the AI. Got him, just. Now, if you have Toya in the, or Calvin in the Belzaloo, then it's fucking trash. Because you'll only ever kill one enemy a turn with it. Because it'll never get any counter-attacks off. J, because of the quirk of the AI, is ridiculously biased towards supers. But we did it. So Tali's like, wow, these guys are on a whole other level. Kengo says we us have got not them have got way more actual combat experience, so breaking through is going to be impossible. Add to that we've got more numbers, then their LFOs are going to be overwhelmed as well. And Holland is angry at this, but if he just picked up the phone and said hi. Yeah, like that's what happens. You're like, oh yeah, sweet, I've made finally the Kuswell can dodge. Oh good, now the enemy's just gonna stand next to it and I'll punch one and then that's it. Ren is like, we really shouldn't be doing this fight. And well, if no one else is gonna stop it, I will. So he gets on the mic and starts yelling and says, it was my fault the missile got fired. I saw Zaft approaching and shot a missile. Whoops. And Setsuko's like, Renton, is that you? Matthew's like, wait, what? And Renton's like, it was me, I saw Zaft, shot a missile, I'm an idiot. I was like, damn brat. Arthur's like, what should we do, Captain? Tali's like, well, he's full of emotion and he wouldn't admit to that if, like, you know what? I think he's legit. And Renton's like, please, I'm sorry, I've apologized. Please, stop fighting everybody. And Luna, the other one, are like, you know what? This kid's got heart. Takes guts to admit that. And then Roybeer's like, that kid honest to a fault. And then Renton continues to yell loudly about how sorry he is. So Toshiya's like, what are we gonna do? And Quattro's like, well, nobody seems to be in the mood to fight anymore, so I think that's it, it's over. So what we're gonna do then, leader? And Han's like, well, I didn't really want to fight to begin with, but I got a big ol' lecture for Renton when we get back. And Mizuki is like, ooh, what an intriguing boy and his little cute antics. And Toby's like, oh wow, like him young, do ya? And then Setsuko's like, Toby, please. TPO for your quips. Time, place, occasion. Please consider it. It is a pink man on a surfboard. We got a pink man on a surfboard, we got a yellow man on a surfboard, you got all of them. Got a blue one. But Bright is like, right, that's it, no more shooting. Everyone on standby. And Talia gets in touch with the Gekko, saying that there seems to be a misunderstanding, so once again, we want to talk. So Holland's like, alright, sorry for what happened. But before any talking can start, Kid's like, uh-oh, incoming. And he's like, god dang Federation troops! And it's the Ageha squad. And Holland's like, oh jeez, we got caught up here long enough that the feds got here too. Bright like, these must be Ageha squad then? And Holland's like, Ageha? But either way, Talia orders everyone to support the Gekko State. And Talia's like, wait, you're gonna back us up? And then Emma says, well, despite what happened, you were willing to talk in the end, so you're friendlies for now. And Holland, as a giggle, is like, you know what? Not just 2 times, but 3 times we're helping us out, but we ain't gonna just sit back and watch. So, let's go, you lot. A fight's breaking out, and it ain't gonna look good for us to sit around being protected. Oh my god, it's the shitty annoying song. Stop switching being doing pickups, you fuck. Anyway, we get some good waves. Let's show him our lifting as an apology. Looks like I can get some good pictures. Matthew, you're up. Roger that. Let's jump in with passion. And then Renton internally, that's it, sis. This attitude, that's the Gekko State. Yeah, no, it's supposed to do that. That's what that sounds like. That's why I changed all of their songs to be not that song. When I changed their song from... No, it's Story Riders, the guitar one. Yeah, I changed it from that to Days. It's because it's fucking irritating. But... Here we go. Battle Mastery, we need to defeat the enemy reinforcements within 4 turns of their arrival. Which is annoying because we had to use 4 of our big boys. They're Mondo surfers, they love it. Come, give him start a war, jerks. Yeah, I think Days is the end game. And Sucker is the stupid one. When big stuff happens. Useless, you can't run. Well, I mean, sometimes you just can't shoot anybody.
私だってグローリースターの一員なんだから。
One of the Glory Star, I'm the pride of Glory Star. Let's go.
私だってコンバットアクションを習得したんだから。ここまでか。
But up until now, Doug, Blorf, and here's the Terminus 909, Terminus 808, and Terminus 606. It's just a plane with arms and legs. But you know, what are you gonna do? And I think they're all like reasonably upgraded, right? Like, they shouldn't get ultra murdered, at least. Anime Che Guevara sharing his side with the back dude. He's taking photos and his name is Stoner. Anime Che Guevara's name is Stoner. Don't worry about it. And Holland is voiced by AC/DC in the JoJo's anime. And lots of other stuff. He's in fucking loads. He's the guy, Aliel Sanchez, in 00.